And how we are going to perform the simple operation like sum of two numbers and as well as simple database operations with respect to this two applications so far. So those things we are going to see right now. Let's start. Okay. Now what we are going to see here is so let's start right now. Now what we are going to see here is how we are going to work with respect to this validations with respect to this struct so far. Previously we did this validations over there in structs1.x, isn't it? So same kind of the things we how we are going to make it out so far. So that part now we are going to see here. So what I want to do here is first let me take two fields here as name and age with respect to this. So these two things actually I have to make it out so far. So see how I will do that. Right click menu, dynamic web project I have now. On next. Here I have fine. Now after that see we have here, let me add this labels as usual. So here we have
rice India. Fried rice. Fried rice.
ఏమున్నాయి ఫ్రైడ్ రైస్ అయినకి ఏంది
పన్నీర్ పల్లి పొటాటో చేసుకున్నాం.
పొటాటోతో ఫ్రైడ్ రైసా?
మన ఏమి పన్నీర్ పల్లి చేసుకున్నాం.
So first let me add so
పన్నీర్ గట్టిగా ఉంటుంది పీస్, పొటాటో మ్యాష్ అయిపోతుంది.
పర్లేదు.
Yeah. Now in this C, first what I want to do here is first let me create this index page with respect to this C. So in the index page what I want to do here is I want to read this name and as well as age of things and as well as I have to make this submit button with respect to this. So let me make it out here. So in the web content we have here right click new ASP file we have here index.jsp here fine. So now so this is the first one we have here. Now after that say we have here this form action equals to so something we have here. So emp info another equals to here we have post we have here sign. Now after that we have here center with respect to this just do here as enter your name. Now I want to place this text box over there. So s:text name equals to name text field. So s:text field name equals to name, label equals to we have enter name we have here fine. Now in the same way we have here with respect to this so s:text field name equals to age and as well as label equals to enter age, size equals to something we have here as 20 so far fine. So now after that see we have here let me place this submit button over there with respect to this s colon submit, and in this C submit button let me give this label and as well as name all the things with respect to this. So this is the one we have here, fine. So first what we have here, first I want to enter the name and as well as next I want to enter the age with respect to this, and after that I want to make this submit button, fine. Now after that, see what I want to do here with respect to this is let me create this actions with respect to this. So just go to this resources folder here, so right click, new class we have here. So here we have in this I want to make those things, see right click, new class I have here. Now employee class we have here. Now com.java structs 2 I have here, fine. Now the employee thing, see let me write this code with respect to this. So just give here as public class employee extends action support, here I have, fine. So just please give here as action support with respect, so public class name extends action support I have here, fine. Now in this C action support, in the index space, see what are the things we have here, name and age. Now for this please generate this getter and setters here. So here I have C with respect to this so here I have with respect to this private string name and private string age I have here, fine. Now after that what I want to do, let me make this getter and setter here, right click, source, generate getters and setters. So this is the one we have, so get name, set name and as well as get age, set age. So like that, this is the thing we have here, fine. Now after that, see what I want to do is let me write this execute method, because execute, so public string execute here I have, fine. So what I want to do here is in this so I want to return success or failure in this. So before that we have to do is request start I want to set the value, let's see, import the value start. So Java start sublet dash Java. Let me return success out there, then we will see. So here we have execute method and just give here as return success, here I have, fine. So I have to return this success with respect to this, fine. Now after that, see what I want to do here with respect to this is so this is the one actually we have to make it out. Now in this execute method, let me get those things here, see. So let me write this validate system method with respect to this. So in this, see what I have to do here is just go to this validate here. So I'm sorry. So in this validate method, see if name equals to null or name.trim equals to nothing, then add field error, because add field error is used to add an error. So what is the field? We have name, and for this we have to write this field is required with respect to this, and as well as if age is less than 28 something we have, then after that add field error. So age must be between 28 and 65 so far. So this is the conditions actually how to make it out here, fine. Now after making out these things with respect to this, then what I want to do is let me make these classes over there. Now in the classes actually I have to create this web.xml file. So see, in this we have web info. Come to this web info there. Move this web.xml here. Oh, no. In the classes actually I want to create, so right click there, new folder I have. Now give this name as classes. Here I have file. So now after that, see, in the classes what I want to do is, let me create an XML file here. So right click new, and after that we have other, and create XML file here with respect to this. In this I have structs.xml I have here file. Click on next, finish I have here file. So now in this XML file, please write the code as usual, because what is the startup page actually that we have to specify here. So package name equals to, here we have here is action name equals to so and so thing we have. What is the action name we gave here with respect to this? What is the action name we gave here with respect to this? MV info. So let me get the same thing here. And what is the package we have here with respect to this C? Action name equals to emv info, and class equals to we have java.structs2.employee we have, method equals to execute we have. Now after that, result name equals to input, and please redirect to this index.jsp page, and if the result name equals to success, please go to this success.jsp page for find. So this is the way we have to redirect to that. Now in the web.xml file, I have to write the code. What is the default page actually I have to specify now, that information we have to specify in web.xml file. So let me go to this index page in web.xml file as usual. So this is the way we have. So display name equals to structs2, welcome file equals to index.jsp page we have here find. Now let me run this here. See, once I click on the submit button, automatically see these are the validations I am getting, because add field error method is there, that it is going to display those things. See, we have, once I click on this one, so let me refresh this one. Let me run this again. Run answer for with respect. In this success page I want to display those things. So now let me create this success page here. Yes, because we have here success, here I have. So just give here employee page processed successfully. So let me make it out here, say with respect to this, run answer with respect to this. Now if I enter the name here as C, now submit. Yes, so employee data is processed successfully so far. So this is the way we are going to make it out here fine. So this is the way we are performing these simple things with respect to this fine. And next part what I want to do is let me make this simple login application. So if the login page is successful, then let me go to this success page, otherwise I have to go for this failure page. So see how we are going to do that with respect to this structure. To here see, right click new, and as well as here I have with respect to this yes, so let me create a project here, file new, dynamic web project, and after that login application, click on next, and finish. I have now in this C we have properties there with respect to this, add external jobs, so revenue for lead, paste it out here fine. So this is the data first we have here fine. Now what I want to do here with respect to this is first let me create this index page here. So right click new, and after that JSP page we have here, make it as index.jsp page here fine. Now in this index.jsp page let me write this code here. So first actually I want to add this tag libs over there. So let me add this tag lib here with respect to this. So first we made it here fine. Now after that see what I want to do here is this is the tag libs we did. Now after that I want to create a form there. Now after that see s colon form action equals to slash login form, s colon one login form, and as well as login info. Let me give it as login info here, and method equals to here I have post. So this is the form we made it. Now after that see we have here in center, let me make it out here see. So I want to display this username. So first let me display those things with respect to this just a minute. So login info we have here fine. Now after that what I want to do here is s colon text field name equals to here we have user name equals to we have here username, and as well as label equals to we have username, and size equals to we have 20 here fine.
Kartik.
So again s colon text field
ఇండియాలో ఒక ప్లేస్
name equals to we have
సరికి
password, and as well as label equals to we have password, and size equals to here we have 20 with respect to this. Now after that see we have to make out this. So s colon submit. So let me make the submit button with respect to this. Name equals to submit, s colon name equals to submit with respect to this, and as well as label equals to submit here I have fine. Now after that let me so alignment as usual. So I have to give this username and password with respect to this. Now what I have to do here, I want to make so login. So in this what I want to do here is I want to make one login form with respect to this. So see how I will do that here see. So here we have right click resources, new class we have in this, just give here as login there. Now in this login see what I want to do here is with respect to this, let me specify the package over there. See here we have com.java. Structs2 I have here fine. So now in this see we have to specify public class login page here we have fine. Now in this login see we have extends action support here I have fine. So now after that see we have what is the thing we have here. So I have to specify this username and as well as password. So here we have private string have fine. Now after that, see we have here is right click and as well as source generate get run setter here. So this is the way we have to make it out here fine. So get username and set username. Yes, tell me.
One quick question. You have imported the action support, right? Could you please help me where the action support file is?
Action support file, it is there in this package na com dot
Yeah, that's the package that you're importing, right? That's not the file which you have created, just to make sure.
No, that's the package I'm importing. Okay, it's a system thing, not my own thing. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Because previously what we are doing in structs 1.x action form we have, then after that action and execute method find forward, this much hectic code we have to write, isn't it?
Yeah.
So here that much is not required. Simply I have to specify this action support there. Then in this, please write the execute method. That execute method you have to map it in the structs.xml file. That's it. Okay. So here we have public string execute. Here I have now in this. See what I want to do here. If name dot equals name, username, na sorry, username dot equals, here we have something as Java and password dot equals structs 2. Then after that return success, else return failure we have. So we created these things here fine. So here what will happen if the username is so and so thing and as well as password. Na? So for this password let me give here instead of text field na? Password. So now, so see this is the way we have here. So if the username is so and so thing and also return success, otherwise return failure, so far fine. Now after that, see what I want to do here is let me, so username and password is so and so thing, then let me go to that. Now let me create a classes folder here. So in that classes actually I have, so in the classes folder actually I want to create the structs file. So here we have, just go to web info, in the web info folder just do here as right click new folder, we have here as classes, we have here fine. Now after that, see we have right click new, other we have structs.xml, we have here fine.
రికార్డ్ చేస్తున్నా. ఏమని?
So see this is the one we have. Now after that, see, so action name, what is the action name here we have with respect to this is the, here I have action name equals to login info I have, isn't it? So action name equals to login info. Then from where actually I need to get those things, com dot java dot structs2 dot login, here we have, so com dot java dot structs2 dot login. Now method equals to execute we have here fine. Now what I want to do here, result name equals to, here we have failure, then please go to this slash failure.jsp, we have here fine. So result name equals to success, then go to this success.jsp base, and result name equals to failure means please go to this failure.jsp base, so far fine. So now so let me make the welcome page here with respect to this. Now in this web content, let me create this web.xml file. Now in the web.xml file, let me paste the code here. So this is the way we have here. So right click on this one, and after that here we have run on server with respect to this. username we have here Java structs to submit. Why? Success.jsp are not created. Okay. Now in the web content, so see we have here JSP page. Success.jsp here. Now in this place write the code. Correct credentials, so something we have. Now let me create another thing here as failure there. So now see, let me run this from here. So now let me give this as Java and as well as structs 2. So automatically correct credentials I have. Now let me give invalid things. Then automatically it is giving here as invalid credentials. Fine. Now let me make this validations here with respect to this there. See, so let me make this validate method here. So add field of username comma, just give here username is required, so far fine. Now after that, see we have same thing here. If password double equals to null or password trim dot equals nothing, password comma password is required. See, automatically it is giving username is required and as well as password is required with respect to this. So this is the way we are performing those things. And next we are going to see is how we are going to perform the JDBC operations with respect to this structs to here. So JDBC operation means, let me have, so here I have employee table is there. So let me have this employee table here with respect to this. So this is the employee table we have. So from this employee table, actually into the employee table I want to insert the data. So see how we will do that here. So see here we have with respect to this, right click properties, here we have add external graph. So now see we have, let me create this index page here with respect to this. So So see here we have with respect to this s colon form action equals to emp here I have. So I want to go to this employee page here with respect to this. So this employee page see so and as well as equals to post. So after that we have s colon text field name equals to here I have emp and wo, and after that label equals to employee number and size equals to 10. So that is the first field I have. So now after that see we have here s colon text field name equals to here we have name and label equals to here we have name of employee, size equals to here we have 10 we have different. So we have this name we have s colon text field name equity and label equals to here we have department and size equals to 10 we have. So department here. Now s colon text field name equals to here we have DESIG, label equals to here I have designation and size equals to 10 we have. Employee number, name, department, designation. Now after that here I have s colon text field name equals to here I have basic and label equals to here we have basic and size equals to here we have 10 here fine. So name equals to sub, so here we have insert labeling, sorry, name equals to submit and label equals to insert align center we have. So automatically it has to go to this action called emp super fine. So now what I want to do here, I want to create an action sequence for this. So let me add the relevant jar file here. Right click properties, add external jar. So this is the one we have here fine. Now after that see we have so let me make it out here as employed. So here I have employee which is there in form.java.structs2 we have here fine. So extends action support. Now in this see we have to do here is let me make all the things here. So like employee number, name, department, designation, basics, all things, private int emp and wo, private string name, private string dept and private string DSIT and private string basic I have here fine. Now after that see we have to do here is let me get those things. So let me make the get run setter here. So private int na. So right click, so generate getters and setters here. So this is the one I have. Now after that see we have here, let me write this execute method. So here we have try here, catch up, exception tx, then after that return failure. Here I have return success I have. So I have to return success or failure with respect to this line. So Next, what I have to do here is see in this, let me load this class loaders here. We get the code. So this is the one we have. So class dot for name of so and so thing we have here, net dot source post dot jtds dot jdbc driver, so far fine. Now after that, see we have here connection con equals to, so driver manager dot get connection of so and so thing I have port java dot sql dot start, so far fine. Now connection con equals to driver manager dot get connection of jdbc colon jtds colon sql server, my instance name and database name, username and password. So now after that, see what I want to do here is with respect to this prepare statement, pst equals to connection dot prepare statement of so and so thing we have here fine. So insert into emp values so and so thing we have here fine. So pst dot set int of, so now what I want to do, let me set the values here. pst dot set int of 1 comma, after that we have emp envo, pst dot set string of 2 comma name, pst dot set string of 3 comma, here I have dept, pst dot set string of 4 comma basic, pst dot set int of 5 comma basic we have. Now pst dot execute update, so we have to update those things here fine. So pst dot execute update I have here fine. Now what I have to do here is, so we created this view we created, and as well as model we created fine. Now next what I have to do here is in this so in the web info, let me create an object here with respect to this new folder we have. So now let me create this structs.xml file here, right click new, other we have. Structs.xml here with respect to this. So now see we have here here I have employee insert info. So in this structs.xml file, what is the view we have? So employee. So after that we have method equals to execute file. Now after that, see we have what is the action name here we have. Let me see here for this emp now. Let me get this action. So com.java.structs2.employee we have here fine, method execute here fine. Now by default you have to go to this index page, result name equals to success, go to success page, result name equals to, here we have failure, then please go to this /failure.jsp I have. So this is the way I am going with respect to this fine. Now let me make this web.xml file as usual. We have to specify this default page. So web.xml. So in the web.xml file, please specify these things. This index is the default base we have here. Fine. Now in this C, let me create this corresponding pages here, success and JSP here. So right click new JSP page we have here. Success.jsp here I have. Now after that, see here I have record inserted successfully. So error occurred in that page. So run answer with respect to this. So now let me enter these things. Employee number, something, name we have Raj. Submit. So record inserted successfully. So will it be inserted or not? See here. See, this is a record we are inserted here. Fine. So this is the way we are going to perform this in the JDBC operations so far. So till that time, what are the things we did? We did with respect to this simple applications and as well as login form validations and as well as JDBC applications by using the structs. So those things we did fine. And next tomorrow's class we will finish the structs thing, like we have validators, interceptors as well as tiles concept. Those we are going to finish. Then we will go with respect to this Spring framework. Okay. And yesterday I did not uploaded these things. Let me upload right now in the Dropbox. Upload. Done. So it's a news file here. Yeah, go ahead.
Just like you imported the forms class,
Okay.
do we have any document which gives information about what if I want to develop an e-commerce application? What are the list of classes I can import? Do we have any such
I have
documentation as such?
I have the documentation. I will upload in another half an hour. Okay, it's there in my mail. Okay.
Okay.
Hello. I will
Yeah,
upload in the same folder. You have this Z2W. In that I will upload. You will get it. Okay. I will provide.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. And we'll catch you tomorrow.